Hello guys! Today I'm going to give you the most accurate tier list of all champion clans in Bloodline Heroes of Lithas, which has been verified by many top beta players on the field. But before that, don't forget to use the new gift codes BLD500k and BLDDC10k to get some awesome in-game rewards for yourself. And leave a like to support this brand new channel if you can. Come on, just hit that button for me now. Okay, let's start from the most popular free-to-play champions, Cargok, the Dragonborn. They are actually pretty good with their very cool looking transformation skill. I mean, who doesn't like a badass dragon on the team? They have AoE damage plus good attack speed. Most importantly, they are the dominant bloodline of the free hybrid baby you get of Dragonborn and demigods from the logging event. So you can actually feed a higher tier card to that baby to upgrade her so that you can have the coolest looking unit in the game to carry you. I'll make another video to demonstrate how you can do that in detail, so make sure you subscribe. Next, Sally Horn aka the Dwarf Tanks. Ultimate trash with the shittiest base stats. Not much to say, feed them when you still can. Very delicious. Alright, next one, Trevon. Oh my god, this wooden elf clan. I bet Orlando Bloom will cry when he sees them, because they are absolutely the worst shooters in the gaming history ever, with the lowest attack powers and attack speed you can find in this game. Come on, they're supposed to be marksmen, not garbage men. Just throw them away, please. Okay, the next one is something worth to talk about. Evian, or whatever they are called, the Dark Elf Assassins. They have shit stats, but the skill of the female one is actually OP to not only target the lowest HP enemy unit, but also boost her crit rate to deal massive amount of damage. I would say she is probably the best assassin in the game that deserves an A tier. The male assassin though has to be one tier down. He can burn one enemy's mana and that's pretty much it. But don't forget that Evian has one of the best trends in the game that can increase the energy gain rate so that your units can cast spells faster than your opponents. So make sure you can put them on the same bed with the other champions frequently, okay?
Okay.
Alright, next, Cargok, the Orc Tanks. Nothing too special about them, just a fair level of tankiness overall. The male one does more damage in low HP and the female one can stun. Classic B tier units, usable if you don't have a proper tank in your team. Okay, moving on, Lithas. Oh my god, they are on fire! With the second highest strength stats, the red hair witch is actually the best nuker in the game, and you don't have to worry about not landing her ultimate because the fireball just bounces automatically. She's no doubt an S+ tier. On the other hand, the red wizardman, his skill has a range that could potentially miss some targets in the backseats, so we have to make him one tier down, but still very strong nuker. Lazurian the Succubus, they have the highest leadership in districts with relatively tanky stats, and they are not bad in terms of CC capabilities. If you happen to cast a spell on enemy's carry champion, you can easily win a battle. So if you are trying to build a CC combo team, these two makes are the must picks for you. And don't forget to marry them to Evians or Lionstones to get energy trends so they can cast their spells faster. Next, Days, aka the High Elves. Their shield trends are not that impressive, but the female one is actually A tier with some strong AoE damage and built-in crit rate in skills. The male one can do AoE silence, but it's not that consistent. Overall, they're not bad at all for an AoE CC combo. I'm using a female Zais on my team, and she's doing massive amount of damage every single battle. Okay, next, Ugro, or whatever, aka the Orc Warriors. They have high attack speed and average stats in other attributes. This clan is so funny actually because the male one is an absolute trash because he always kills himself even if he has the potential to be quite strong DPS, while the female Ugro is actually a beast with a crazy AoE ultimate that can heal herself a ton of HP after casting it on every single enemy. You can get her in the early quest and make her a hard carry like I mentioned in the reroll guide video. However, for your information, if your Ogre cannot deal enough damage to kill instantly, the enemy will actually get free energy boost from the multi-hits and cast their spells faster. Oh my god, why are these clan names so hard to pronounce? Okay, next one, Lithas, the Dark Elf AoE shooters with CC capabilities. The male one actually has the highest attack speed in the game with an AoE strip, which is crucial for an AoE CC comp, while the female Lithas has an additional chance to froze all the enemies, which is not bad. Both are great additions to any CC combos, but only at B tier due to their low attack power. It is worth to mention that their trends can actually provide additional chance of stunning the enemies, so you can pass it on to other AoE champions if you can. Okay, next one, Anson, the human support with very good looking gold capes, but sadly both are trash. The male one is slightly better because the passive of increasing all teammates' strength by 30%, which is useful if you are building a one-shot team, but otherwise probably not. Finally, we come to Doombringers, the Demon Warriors. They, in my opinion, are the coolest bloodlines in this game. The male one has very strong survivability to charge and kill, while the female Doombringer becomes the ultimate hard carry in this game, who can potentially solo the entire enemy team if raised properly. Her innate lifesteal passive keeps stacking to 50%, and if you pair that with the cutthroat trend to leech more health, she's basically an unkillable unit on the battlefield. God, I want her so badly. Then comes the leading characters, Ferger, the demigods of Thunder. They share the highest strength stat with two of the strongest full-screen AoE skills in this game. The female Ferger can stun all enemies, and the male Ferger deals additional damage based on target's health, aka the boss slayer. It just doesn't get any better than these two beasts. Straight up god tier, please. In other words, you can smile in your dream if you manage to pull them early. Next, Lionstone, the human tanks, who are actually the best tanks in a fantasy game, ironically. The male Lionstone has a super decent team shield that can carry you anywhere, while the female one can AoE buff strength and attack speed. Just perfect synchronization for any team combos. I will put both of them at S tier. Okay, not many left. Oh my god, the Hunt Dwarf. I'm sure the devs simply hate the dwarf family, so why not just build them a mine or something for them to do some digging and that'll be it. These two so-called marksmen have like no attack power whatsoever, and their skills are just horrible. Not usable anywhere other than putting them into a district building. So let's just do that because I have them both, for fuck's sake. Next, Tidestone, the demon shooters with no mercy at all. Both can do a fair amount of damage while having a unique set of skills to manipulate the enemies, for example hooking them over or blinding them. If you need a solid ranged DPS unit, you won't regret building any of them. Another human bloodline, Griffind Warriors. They have very good basic stats in every single attribute, shockingly as the 1-star. The man can CC enemies and the woman does a bit more damage. Nothing spectacular here at B or C tier. If you do pull a mythic one, feel free to build them up. Okay, likeness, aka Lykan, aka werewolves. Holy moly, they look so cool. However, they are not meant for the battlefield, sadly. Both struggling at C tier with shitty stats and awful skill sets. The true usefulness of this clan lies in their trend of clever to ignore enemies' defense, aka fortitude. If you manage to pass it on by marrying them to one of your DPS champions, congratulations, you just nailed this game and created the ultimate damage dealer to melt your enemies. Okay, the last clan, god, there are so many. Loom or Lumi, I don't know. The High Elf Sorcerers. They are actually pretty tanky. If If you're lucky enough to pull the male one, make it part of your team right away because he can AoE, heal, and revive. The highest sustainability you can find in this game basically. The female one is not so great, but do cherish her beauty. And make sure you pass the trend of Sanjoing to someone in the team, which is one of the best damage trends in the game to stack full team strengths over time. Okay, let's say for today's video, the most accurate tier list and champion guide for you to better enjoy Bloodline Heroes of Lithas. If there's anything else you want to know, let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to push that like button if you find this video helpful. I'll see you again in the next one. Peace out.